Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Gil.
Yo, Julian over here.
We're back this week with another episode. So funny story. We actually
Jesus
recorded last episode
This
or
motherfucker.
last week. It was
deleted
Memento,
deleted the episode.
and our SD card got corrupted because it was an older one, and I didn't
Gil
think
did it
that
on-
much through.
Gil did it on purpose because
I
he didn't want to air that
did
episode.
not.
He for sure did.
But I will say it was one of the most boring movies I've ever
I
watched.
wish you were dead.
Um,
I wish a comic would come through this window. A small one. Go
oh.
straight through your head.
Okay, well, see, at least you're being
No,
nice
yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
you
don't
could say you could say a big one.
Well,
you could destroy my
Yeah, I
home.
don't want Crystal to die. Just
Yeah.
you.
Okay,
And
that's
that
fair.
terrible cat you got.
That's fair.
Just those two.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. I guess at least you're being nice about it.
Yeah. I like Crystal.
Yeah. I guess I do
And
too.
I don't want to die.
Crystal's
So,
my wife. My wife.
who doesn't? Anyways.
I bet there's some dude that's watching from like Missouri. And
Oh
I was like,
my
oh man,
God.
like now I know who this guy's wife is.
I don't think this fella from Missouri would care unless you actually like brought her in.
I don't know, man. I mean, he probably sounds pretty cool. He's from Missouri. I don't know anyone
Anyways,
from
welcome
Missouri.
to the new episode of Anti-Movie Club.
This week's episode, we're talking about Parasite from 2019.
Also, Gil's life story
Yeah.
because he's a parasite.
Yeah. What you said. Anyway,
Fucking leech.
so if you would have saw the last episode, what we were talking about is we weren't really trying to do any like newer movies. That wasn't really our move when we started this. We really wanted to do like nothing but like old classics or movies that we thought were classics that people might have not seen before. But I really wanted to throw a curveball at Julian with this one because he hates horror movies, but he loves suspenseful movies. Like
Big facts.
Like he loves it. Like every movie he's ever asked me to watch is always like some sort of suspense, like drama.
Except for 13th Warrior, that was pretty cut and dry.
It was still had a little bit of suspense to it.
I guess like when it came to terms like of finding out like what the people were and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, a few scenes.
But I mean, like,
yeah.
what is it? Sin City, suspense.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, so I wanted to throw this at him, and I know he's never seen it.
Nope.
And what did you think about it?
It's a 4.5, dog.
Yeah.
That's 4.5.
See, that's how good it is that this man waited for the rating system. Like not till like at the end of the episode, he did it now.
4.5.
4.5.
Solid flick.
It was really good.
It's a banger.
Yeah, I watched it like I think like when it finally hit Hulu. I think I watched it before it hit Hulu and then watched it again. I've watched it at least like 4 times, and it's pretty crazy. And the hardest part about this movie is that I can't really tell you too much about it without like you like giving away too much. But all I can tell you is it's about a poor family in Korea.
It's about a poor and rich family. It's technically about 2 poor families and a rich family. If you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like, there's...
See what I mean? I told you this was going to be too hard to talk about.
There's just so much. There's so much symbolism in the movie too. You know what I'm saying? Like the rain scene when Kevin was running home and stuff like that. Did you notice that like everything was moving downhill?
Yep.
Like it's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Low key, the apartments that they lived in though, like the little underground joints, those are low key fire.
Those are cool. Yeah.
I think they're cool as fuck.
As messed up as it sounds, if they gentrified, those would be fire.
Shit. Yeah, I'd live in one.
Exactly. It sucks because I hate to say
money.
that. I hate to say that, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Like it's a dope little spot. Like who?
Like it's tight.
Yeah.
But apparently that's how it is.
No,
I think
yeah.
It's in because was the movie done in North or South Korea?
It's South.
South Korea.
Yeah.
But that's like how it is over there and stuff like that too. With their with some of the apartments, like that's real.
I mean, yeah, like the poverty in Asian countries are actually pretty bad. Like there's actually like older like elders living on the streets, like eating out of trash. Like it's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
And I think when people think of Asian countries, they just think of like all this high tech stuff, and like you're like, no.
They think about Hong Kong.
Yeah, they think
mostly.
Or Tokyo.
Yeah.
And then like or K-pop and stuff like that. But Yeah, it's real. It's crazy.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Dance Dance Revolution. It's a good game, Street
episode,
Fighter.
That episode of King of the Hill where Hank Hill figures out that he's got a brother.
Yeah. Is it Asian Hank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look exactly the same.
Yep.
Do the same things. Just one spoke. I think it was Japanese. That's it.
I mean, it was a cartoon, but yes, I see what you're saying.
I mean, come on. That's more than a cartoon. That's God tier.
But yeah, it definitely wasn't what I was expecting when I first turned it on. And I remember like watching like the first 15 minutes and then to see the dynamic of it go from like this and then bam,
it shoots up pretty quickly.
And you're just like trying to keep up, like what the hell is going on? And you almost feel it really can't give out too much detail because if no one's seen it, it's really tough. But like, you have to watch it. Like, it's a good movie.
It touches on a lot of real shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism in it.
There's like it's like I can't remember the director's name. I can't remember it. But like they said, like in every single. He also did Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
Yeah. They he touches on like real world issues in all of his stuff. So like, think about this place as in terms of like you could say it's like LA or Hollywood or something like that in terms of that kind of stuff because of the fact that there's so many like poor people and they work for rich people the whole time. Like that's just how it works.
Yeah. It now that you mention it, makes you wonder if that stuff does happen in LA, in these bigger cities. Like New York or,
like assimilating yourself into a family, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, so I'm gonna say this about Kevin. He's the main character.
Yeah.
Him and his daughter Jessica. What'd you say? Or Mr. Park?
It's not his. You mean Mr. Park's daughter, Jessica?
Is it Jessica? I thought Jessica. No.
Jessica's his sister.
Jessica's his sister?
It's Kevin's sister.
I swore it was his daughter the whole time. My bad.
But what? They were like, they look like they were like 2 years apart.
Who knows?
But anyway, yeah. So what were you saying?
Kevin is the epitome of if I eat, the whole squad eats. Like how he, like for real, how he had people coming in there and like how he was going about his business. Like if he was eating, everybody was eating.
Yeah, I mean, I think the weirdest part, and it's really hard not to give, like I said, too much away, but you gotta wonder if they really were a family,
or if they were just like a bunch of like, essentially like adult orphans that were just like running the streets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it,
but I can't even tell you like what I'll have to tell you after this. But yeah, I mean, they really don't touch on that. They really don't say if there's like how they even got into that, got into that world. And, they were fucking smart. They were so smart.
They were smart. It just sucked. Like, this movie's one of those things where like, you're like, yo, low key, Kevin kind of sucks. And then you're just like, oh, he's just trying to take care of his family. So like, because like in every movie, there's like a villain or a hero and stuff like that. And you think to yourself, oh, Kevin's the hero. And then he starts doing some shit and you're just, oh, Kevin.
And then, I mean, you think about Mr. Park. Oh, wait. Okay. No, you're right. So, Mm-hmm. So I was like completely not thinking.
Mm-hmm.
That girl is Mr. Park's daughter. Okay.
Jessica?
So, yeah. Oh, wait, no. I thought Jessica was Kevin's sister.
I feel like that's his daughter, but it could be his sister too.
Because Mr. Park was the rich guy.
Yeah. He had a wife and he had a son.
Yeah, okay. And that girl that was Kevin was like messing with. Were you not paying attention? Because he did have a daughter.
He did have a daughter because
yeah.
I remember specifically, what was it? He didn't think that Kevin was a threat to his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's because Kevin's not the best looking guy in the world.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But, yeah, they made you wonder if Mr. Park was like the villain.
But like low-key, he's not though. You know what I'm saying?
He's not the villain for being successful.
if anything, that would make him the villain because of the fact that like he was looking down on Kevin and his whole squad the whole time. Like all like, okay, so he was like in one, and we can talk about this at one point. Like he was like in disgust whenever he could smell like the poor people around him. It like the first Matrix when Mr. Smith is like messing with Morpheus and stuff like that, and he's talking about how like the smell is so disgusting. When he was talking about that, and like even his facial expressions about when he could like smell like Kevin when Kevin was around, or the other housekeeper was there, or Jessica was around, or something like that.
Yeah, or this dad.
Yeah, like he could like smell the fact that they were poor, and like he had a look of disgust on his face every time about it.
So that's what I'm saying. It made him seem like the villain because.
But it can't, because like if you think about this, like you live in a certain place, clean air all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then you go to some place like, I don't know, Whiting, Indiana, where like there's like, that's where like BP's at. So it smells like rotten eggs all the time. It's a totally different thing. You know what I'm saying? Kevin and them came from impoverished area. In terms of that, you know what I'm saying? They probably weren't really showering like that, and they were in the mud. So like, what do you expect? Like, if your cat takes a shit, you know what I'm saying? Are you just like, oh, that doesn't smell bad?
Well, okay. So I usually don't do this, but this is a spoiler alert. So if you haven't watched it, watch it now before you finish the rest of this episode. But the fact that they got off on the role play of them being poor made them seem really messed up and villainy.
The Kevin squad.
No, the Mr. Park and Mrs. Park.
Okay.
The fact that they got off on like, the role play of them like being poor, and like basically saying Jessica was like or like the girl that was with the limo driver was trash and poor. You know
that's why they got rid of the limo driver too.
Because
because he was acting poor. They got rid of the other housekeeper because they had poor like what's the term I'm looking for? They had
adultery, really.
Poor, like, not features, but like they were doing poor acts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they were acting poor, and like they really weren't about that.
Yeah, and then but the fact that they got off on it though, that scene in the living room, they literally got off on it while their kids in the tent.
Look, there's nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing about like people have their stuff. You know what I'm saying? The Park stuff. They like to act poor and bump uglies.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
I mean, there's furries in the world, so like.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess you're right on that one. I just find it so weird, It's just like why, But I mean, I think both of them are villain type.
Villanesque.
Yeah. I almost feel like there's no good guy within this movie.
What was the dude's name that was camping out?
Oh, I don't remember his name. I don't want to give it out too much. But man, that man.
That dude.
He deserved an Oscar all the way through.
Like, all right, so think about this. The movie's called Parasite.
Yeah.
It's called Parasite for the reason because of the fact that most likely I didn't write or direct this or any of that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in this movie was a parasite because, the definition of a parasite is like literally feeding off somebody else. Mr. Park and Mrs. Park and their children couldn't do anything without the help or assistance from the poor people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The poor people needed Mr. Park or the Park family's money. Mm-hmm. So like they're feeding off them and they're feeding off them in terms of that kind of stuff too though. Which like I don't think many people gave much thought to that. Like, I'll be real. The first time I heard about a movie called Parasite, like I'm an anime watcher. There's an anime called Parasite the Maximum, and like I was like, yo, did they make a live action movie of that? That's probably trash. But wasn't it's not even spelled the same.
Not even close to being trash. I don't think I've actually met anyone that hasn't liked that movie. There were some people that just got confused about it. It's a lot of moving parts,
Mm-hmm.
It's understandable because, like I said, that you can look away for like 5 seconds, especially because I don't think there's any dubs. I think this is all subs.
Oh,
And
it's
if
for
you don't,
sure gonna be subbed.
and if you can't, if you don't pay attention to a certain sub, then you're gonna get lost. I heard that they were trying to make an American adaptation. Would you watch the American
Absolutely
adaptation?
not. Have you ever seen Old Boy?
No, not that I know of.
Guess what our next movie is gonna be? Old Boy.
Okay.
But there's an American adaptation of that with Josh Brolin.
Wait. Is Old Boy with the one that has
The hammer scene, hallway.
I'm trying to think. It doesn't have the guy I'm thinking about from. It's not Juice. Is it Juice?
Are you talking about the American adaptation? Because that's not the one we're gonna watch, bro.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely not. I wasn't gonna put myself.
Do you know what I'm
through
talking about? What's his name? What's his name from Juice though? Explain. You know. I know you know.
Tupac?
No, the other guy. Was it Juice?
Omar
No, I
Epps.
think Omar Epps. Is that the one I'm talking about? Is that the one you're talking about?
No.
Okay, I know there's a movie like that has to do like a Japanese gangster that has Omar Epps in it.
Yeah, this is not about
I really
Japanese
thought that was.
gangster.
So I'm saying if they made a Parasite American version, but they had Lakeith Stanfield.
They did that with Death Note, and Lakeith Stanfield couldn't save that movie, and he couldn't save this one. Leave it alone.
I actually heard from a friend that
Get rid of this friend.
No, I heard from a friend that he met him at a Comic-Con.
Get rid of him as well.
I don't know if Luke ever watches, but what up, Luke?
Fuck you, Luke.
Luke talked to this man, Lakeith Stanfield, and he said that he wasn't really a fan after it was made. And it sucks because I actually thought Lakeith Stanfield did a really good job.
He did a fine job in the movie, but he couldn't save the movie.
I like it just for him, though.
That's not how this works. The
soundtrack has some bangers on it.
I don't give a shit about the soundtrack. The anime was fire, and then they did this to us. It's like, why? Anyways, this is an anime podcast.
And it sucks though. It sucks
like
because we can't put that into terms. Because I feel like me and you, we always put into terms like, well, what if Lakeith Stanfield was in it? Well,
yeah. You can, but this time he couldn't fucking do shit about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the movie was garbage. It was an abomination. They should be ashamed of themselves. I liked his parts. That's fine. You can like his parts so you're blue in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought he was like the perfect L.
No. Have you never seen? You've never seen Death Note.
I have watched Death Note.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Obviously, you haven't.
I've literally watched it.
You have not.
Yeah.
No.
It was his adaptation of L.
It was a studio's adaptation of L.
Anyways, you know what? I really thought we weren't going to get off track because we were doing so well. I think that's the first time we've never got off track off a movie. We did good. We should get a thumbs up just for that.
I fucking guess.
We should definitely get a thumbs up because we went so long without talking about Ice Cube or South Dakota, you know. But definitely do yourself a favor and watch this movie.
Yeah, it's fire. It is fire.
And you never hear that from this man. So
unless it's an actual good movie.
And this movie is a good movie. It's definitely up there.
It's fire.
It deserved the award it got.
Oh yeah.
And no one can take that away from
all the
him.
awards it got. You know what I'm saying? All the awards.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the director's name though, because like I said, he hooped.
You know, they were saying that I've never seen Snowpiercer, but you know they said Snowpiercer is basically a sequel to Willy Wonka.
Who the fuck says that?
No, Lily, there's a theory behind it.
There's a theory?
There's literally a theory behind it. I've never seen it, so I can't say yes or no. But if you think about it, because it's almost like you're like thinking in your head.
I did think about it, and nope, not a thing.
I'm telling you, I'll send you a video.
Not.
There's literally a video. I'm gonna link a video down here too. It's a video just saying that Snowpiercer is a sequel to Willy Wonka.
That's the dumbest bullshit I've ever seen. Because I've seen the movie, and it's not.
I don't know.
It's not.
That's what the world's saying.
The world is wrong.
Anyways,
people think that there's reptile people underneath the Earth's crust.
Have you never seen Dennis Rodman?
Don't talk about one of my heroes like that.
See, now you're just like, fuck, God damn it.
He does have lizard-like skin, but that's from the drugs and all the partying.
So that wraps up this episode for this week. Old Boy next week.
Next week we're watching Old Boy.
I don't think I've ever seen it, so maybe I'm in for a treat.
Foreign flick. It's fire.
Yeah.
Straight gas. It's a 5.
It's a 5?
I'll tell you that right now.
It's a 5.
If you like, here's gonna be the stigma on it. You're gonna have to read, and I know you watched Parasite.
Yeah,
I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to read again.
Yeah, no, I mean, I used to watch Korean dramas, dude. Like, yeah.
Anyways, it's been a good episode so far. Yeah.
I think we did good.
Except
Thumbs
for
up.
losing our last week's episode because he's the hater.
It wasn't that great of an episode anyway.
It was fire.
It was like literally our shortest episode ever. It was like 13 minutes.
Oh, we did have a 14 minutes episode.
Yeah. So go ahead and hit us up on anti-movieclub.com. Ring the bell, subscribe, let us know what you think.
We have to talk about Jake again.
Oh yeah, our buddy Jake Baker over at
Clear Tinted Classics.
Yep. We did an episode with him about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. We're gonna put that down in the description too. We talked about Tremors. It was pretty fun.
Cult classic, dog. Cult classic.
Shout out to Jake. It was really fun being on the show, and then we're gonna have him come on the show eventually once we get another mic up in here. Get some more guests on here.
Heritage alum unite.
Okay.
No, I don't.
You didn't
that
say all
sounded
that.
disgusting coming out of my mouth.
I'm a.
Heritage fucking sucks.
Okay, cool. You might as well, it's like saying Elmhurst was the best or something.
Heritage sucked.
Wait, who sucked more in football? You were in Elmhurst.
No, we were solid.
Really?
Yeah, like in our conference, because it's not a Fort Wayne Community School. We playing against the fucking Country Bumpkins, dog.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Elmhurst sucked.
Did they?
Like, their football was terrible.
Never went to one of their games.
No one. I mean, I don't know why people even went. I don't think they ever won a game.
Elmhurst? Are you thinking about Northrop? Because
No,
I heard Northrop was trash.
If you're from Elmhurst and you watch it, let me know your guys' score, because I guarantee you guys were at 0 like all the way through the season.
For real?
Dude, they sucked.
They were that trash?
They were trash.
Damn.
And they knew it. I don't even know how they had a football program at that point.
Damn. That's rough.
Yeah.
Actually, I do think I know Elmhurst was trash because of the fact that James Hardy went there. And their basketball team was good. That's all I knew about them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Elmhurst, you were trash.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You and Heritage both garbage.
Yeah.
That's why Elmhurst isn't there.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.